Hello everyone. On this video, I'd like to focus on what should be your research priority. There is obviously a lot of things to research, and they all take time and all of that. But I want to give you a guide on what should you invest first. Um, I think it's pretty established among the community that this is the probably the best way and where you get your best bang for buck. So let's just get into it then. So the first one I would recommend is economy construction speed. Get this as far as possible, the sooner that you can, because everything takes time to be constructed, so you will benefit of having this one as high as possible. Then the second priority should be your military tree. Ignore defense tree. Defenses are useless in this game, same as upgraded defenses. You only go into this two when almost everything else is maxed out, really. Not now, not at the beginning for sure. Then, as I said, second one should be military. Get this tree maxed out, if especially if you want to get T4s. To get T4s, everything needs to be maxed out on this one, and not only this one, but also in economy, everything needs to be maxed out except the gem harvesting. Ignore this. This is useless totally. Trust me, you will not need this. Um, so yeah, into the research. When you're doing that, it's always worth it to do, and almost applies generally as a general rule for the entire game. You want to do like level 1, level 1, level 1, level 1. You don't want to be doing like level 4 here and 0, 0, 0. The reason why is because earlier levels take very short time to complete. Instead of when they go up in time, they might take like a day or something. So if you spend a day, say, upgraded infantry to level 8, you're missing out on all the stats the other ones give you, which they could have taken like 30 minutes. So go horizontally before going up on level. And as you can see, I'm not focused on Siege, because Siege is pretty much one of those useless troops. You do need some of it. You don't have to build much Siege troops anyway. I think everybody pretty much is safe with like 20k of them, of their highest tier, T3. And yeah, you just, I will not get into the detail, but you don't need much of them. So not really worth it unless you go in T4, and then yes, you do need to max all out. Also, you want to get to unlock your tiers as soon as possible, especially T3, because T3 you're gonna need it for mainly joining rallies, defending your castle as well, depending on what troop you want and all of that. But you do need them. You need to unlock this as soon as possible, and then keep on working on your tree. Then, at the same time you're doing this, you could also do monster hunt. So let's say before into going into the higher levels of this one, you can definitely do up to monster 2. So unlock this one and do some of it. Don't worry about monster 3 and below, because you're gonna need, in order to hunt them and do any kind of real damage to them, you're gonna have to have your heroes at purple or gold rate, and that great. So that takes time, guys. So yeah, I wouldn't go. I haven't unlocked it, and I wouldn't go much further than this until I have good heroes for hunting. Um, so you want to be focusing on these two basically, but mainly your military tree. And as I said, for example, don't have all of these at 0, because the initial levels take almost no time to do. So you can do and grow horizontally before going up and all of that. For the rest, you can ignore them for now. You don't need them. You don't need familiars. Uh, I am halfway about the way familiars works, which they do require a lot of time on them. before they become supplying troops. Thank you. Before they become useful, really. I would say, it depends on what stage of the game you are. Definitely don't spend gems or speed ups on familiars. Trust me, it's not worth it. The only one that you want to unlock pack 1B and get your Aquarius, because Aquarius has got this it gives you hearts basically, so you can keep on, and it will help you throughout the entire game to grade up your heroes, which you need. That's the only familiar you should be focusing for now. Um, if you're starting and all of this, but don't put too much attention to them. Keep going on them, but don't prioritize them. So back to the research. Yeah, all of this is not really used until you are done with this one, um, and really until you have unlocked T4, which is it takes quite a time to get there. It depends how much you're spending on the game and all of that, but yeah, T4 it's a long run. It's definitely worth it, but it's um, it's not a quick thing, and it shouldn't be a quick thing because otherwise everybody would have them, and it'd be very boring. Um, so, but there's many players out there that don't even go down the route of T4 and they enjoy perfectly the game, and there is a lot of strategies to play this game. But anyway, everybody would benefit to have this at least up to level 8 on all of it, maybe with the exception of Siege. Um, and that's it for the priority of what you should research and where to focus first and all of that. Once you have T4, then we can talk about some others. But it after T4 is a personal choice really, and by that point, you guys know how the game works when you are at T4 level, or you should. Otherwise, you're rubbish. But anyway, just don't touch defenses. Maybe you can do a little bit also on the whatever, I'm hyper producing ore, so I'm focusing a little bit on producing ore, but I've not touched this tree for a bit, so I'm just focusing on the other ones. Um, that's it, I think, for the research. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and stay tuned. See you, sexies. Bye bye.